wanted to do with the LEAP 21 is to really get teachers thinking about how to build knowledge and how to use some high-level things. LEAP 21, we want to put professional learning into the classroom and equip teachers with some skills to help them to design learning activities and result in student work that's going to be innovative. So we're not looking for spelling, we're not looking for grammar. What we're looking for is a central idea and thesis. So the ability to actually form an opinion, or the ability to form some student work around a central idea.
We're really finding that industries are struggling to find people that have actually got the skills that are required to be successful citizens. So all of the programs that we run through Teacher Professional Development is about equipping teachers with the capacity to actually create a learning environment that will enable 21st century skill development for students.
We're looking at collaboration, knowledge building, the use of ICT to assist in that knowledge building, real-world problem solving and innovation, and self-regulation, so that students are developing the skills to plan their own work and to finish tasks.
We must not lose focus because we are in the learning area, collaboration. I was under the impression that our aim is for them to be able to create a product that they will all own.
One of the characteristics of authentic learning task is tasks that or activities that are given to learners need not to be so structured. In so doing, you are not giving room for them to be a participant in the knowledge building. So you are still dictating to them what has to be done and so forth. We need to give them tasks that are ill-defined, and then along the way they have to define those tasks, organize them, which is part of the knowledge building, which is key to 21st century.
I'm wondering if you wouldn't see more interesting results if you asked the teacher to send in the best one, the worst one, and one from the middle.
Innovative teaching and learning has to be a whole school approach, and that your whole school actually has to plan how self-regulation or how knowledge building or how collaboration is going to evolve over a child's time at that school. So within their 5 years, let's say in a senior school, they're going to be able to move from a code 1 to a code 4, because otherwise I, as a teacher, am going to be struggling to try and get my kids to code 4 all the time from grade 8, and that's not realistic.
So what I want you to do when you're reading the student work use of ICT is just to think about, is this going to work in South Africa?
In South Africa, I think it would be important that we look for ways that we can start incorporating LEAP 21 practices into the pre-service teacher training space. I think it's extremely valuable if teachers start learning these skills when they're actually learning how to be effective, innovative teachers. I also think it's important that we work with both National Department of Education as well as the provinces and even districts to plan how this can be incorporated into professional development opportunities for teachers.
Professional development is key because experience has shown that in most instances we tend to invest more money in buying computers, buying this and that is not accompanied by professional development. The return we get does not match the investment.
What you're trying to get with the LEAP 21 is that change in teacher.
Some teachers are always going to have a negative attitude towards something new or towards change. I think that the reflective practices are very internalized and they are reluctant to share with other people for the fear of actually being criticized openly in a forum.
In most cases, teachers are caught in the crossfire, like this is the curriculum that they need to deliver, and everyone is saying put in technology, put in technology. At the same time, they have to complete sort of the syllabus of.
As an educator going back into the school, trying to implement this without the backing of the leadership, basically in most cases leaves the educator nowhere. Whereas if the school leadership is then supporting this educator within the implementation process, it then becomes a uniform process within the entire school.
In the workshop like this, we need always to involve principals as well, school principals, so that they are part and parcel, integral part of the change. Some of them don't feel comfortable when change comes from a subordinate.
These ones really will help the teachers that I am training to be able to give more meaningful work to their learners and also make it more of a learner-centered type of classroom rather than the teacher-centeredness type of classroom.
It is a good program, and how I wish that it could get a buy-in from the authorities, the powers that be, to actually run with it themselves where possible, or also to provide enabling platforms within schools to really give it a chance, because if it is an international phenomenon, I don't see why in our country we should always remain behind.